Well, he attack me. But Jayden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
What you talking about is Jayden place. See me up to the time, a cartel. I represent for Jayden Chase. We spray them face on the AK rays. See me up to the time, the Gaza station.
Yeah, man, move settings, viewers and subscribers. And we no need no ladder. Gaza Nation, we no find the Gaza station. Welcome to the channel, Jayden Chase. And yes, we are bringing on another new and yes, exciting reasoning on the topic of dancehall and entertainment. Remember, man, I remind you for click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and for also leave a like, a comment, and yes, bust a share on the vlog in truth. Now, viewers and subscribers, well, first and foremost, for all young artists and artists overall asking about the promo special, yes, it is still up and running. Contact the IG page, Jayden_Chase_. Contact the IG page and get more info on that. Now, let's get into the reasoning, viewers and subscribers. December being the month in which we have International Human Rights Day. That was December 10th. And also the same month in which we have International Anti-Corruption Day. That was December 9th. Fans have been asking, what will be the consequences seen not only all of the things brought to light, all of the antics done by the DPP, the JCF, other members of the state, not only in Vybz Kartel's case in particular, but numerous cases that were handled by these individuals. Remember, the judge went as far as to retire. Now, the United States Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, is saying there will be a zero tolerance approach to corruption and human rights abuse, viewers and subscribers. And we know if North America has taken this stance, no doubt the UN will be taking the very same stance. And these are the people who have the tribunal who charge country officials, no matter which country it is, as long as they are a member of the United Nations, they are under these rules and regulations, of which Jamaica is a part. Now, they said nothing guarantees peace and human well-being more than the equal and fair treatment of others by others, and the understanding that no one is beyond the reach of the rules or the law. Now, people have said this. The way the case was handled, viewers and subscribers, the fact that even the sentence that was handed out by officials, even though there was no evidence that we would consider tangible to tie Vybz Kartel and any of the co-accused to this situation in particular, and the lengthy sentence that were handed out screams state cover-up. It has screamed, said this had something to do that was bigger than just the case. So we see them a talk about pan TV. Them clearly are trying to get this individual off the streets. And then we will look at the status quo, meaning the way things are going, the way things are run. We realize that, oh, individuals like this pose a threat to the status quo. The free thinkers, the people who are saying, no, you don't have to do it for them way. They can do it another way. Remember, dancehall music and dancehall artists, no matter how you look at it, are targeted by the state for different reasons. Sometimes the reasons are not the same, but targeted nonetheless. And it always, this is what it always shares in common though. Them upset the balance of how things are run. Remember, entertainers and entertainment sector has provided a lucrative way for regular citizens to afford a comfortable and legit way of living. Meaning say, entertainers are making well over 6 figures, depending upon the level that you are at in the game. With this amount of funding, you can do a start businesses or things of other nature. Within the same music itself, the messages that are embedded in these songs can either entertain you or enlighten the listener. And these are the problems that them always find with the entertainers. It's like them gonna say, watch, do it our way, sing about what we want to sing about, invest in what we want to invest. I will have a problem. And if you don't believe so, so you go, listen to these entertainers themselves. Just type in a documentary, type in any entertainer where you used to see where you don't see no more, or any entertainer where you feel like I receive a fight. And then we tell you it plain and straight. And you set a forward from. Vybz Kartel is prime example in this case. Now, the Office of Public Prosecution crossed the line numerous times. And no doubt, if this case was brought before a tribunal at the UN, we would also see some charges being laid against the office. No doubt about it. To the high level of corruption will take place. And this case would be the case, so would be prime for use for sure. You know? This is it right before your eyes. Other cases, whether public interest, I remember, depending on the individual, public interest might be low. Why for the low? Public interest might be leveled. But at the same time, in this particular case, more people that pay attention. You'd have more situations like this, so we are reason about it. I discuss the matters that took place. But people can say, wait, you know, some never do realize that they did say, or that was what took place during that time period when this is going. You see me? Or that time and space. But viewers and subscribers, the office of the DPP definitely crossed the line. Laws were broken. The judge citing that laws were broken retired. The fact that the artist was barred from the jury process after they said clear bribery was taking place. They were barred from that. The fact that the evidence presented was tampered with, and the judge said it was tampered with, but still used to secure a conviction. That is where I feel the judge realized, say, yo, something was at play. Even if he wasn't apartheid from the initial stages. But when him pointed out, say, yes, there's no way they can authenticate the evidence being presented to you. And that was the statement from the judge to the jurors. But yet still, it was the same piece of evidence used to secure the conviction. Then something wrong. Where have you ever heard that evidence that you can't verify, you're going to use the same evidence and convict because everything else collapsed, and then push this forward? So based on these UN laws, the answer is yes. There are laws that they are broken internationally, where they could see some punishment, even if not from local jurisdiction. Remember, Jamaica is a part of the UN. Just pointing that out. Yes, we are a member of the UN. So with that being said, for all the people who wonder, that how is it so far as it relates to how the people involved that have clearly crossed the line, clearly broken laws, the same laws that we have tasked them to enforce and uphold. Well, these are the people, or these are the measures that could be sought if the nation decides that, well, in this particular case, and the fact that this has been taking place, it has been taking place for years. There are different other. If we do the search right now, we can definitely find over 300 cases where people are saying, yo, yeah, that take place. And that's a high figure. Very, very high figure. As simple as the number might sound to you, that's a high figure. Vice the one called Jayden Chase, the dancehall correspondent, the Gaza representative, and I'm reminding you now, if you're new to the channel, new to the movement, just a pass through. But you like the reason, of course, you like the point of view, I'm suggesting to you that you put the subscribe icon, then the bell icon right after that and put it on all. And this is how you know we'll be notified of our fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon, there to drop a like on the vlog, bust a shape on the vlog, comment section open. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reason if you're in the comment section. You might know all settings fam. And we don't need no ladder. My sentiments for you and yours that want to live, love, and prosper. Until the reason again. You know this something, but you know what I mean, as I say, the promo special is up and running. Contact upon the IG page. You know there's something go fam.